welcome back from that short break. The show is still Daybreak Live right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice, where inspiration meets entertainment. And now it's time for TrendWatch on the show this morning. I still have with me in the studio, Oluwayemi Adelagu.
Definitely, I'm glad to be back here. Well done. And we have a story that says a UK forensic expert petitions Florida Attorney General over Wike's family property deals in the United States. And of course, reading the story, allow me to read, the paragraphs to you so you can understand better. A certain Henry Omoriri alleged that these accusations were structured through opaque all-cash transactions and quit-claim deeds executed by Mrs. Nyesom Wike, deliberately omitting Wike's name to evade scrutiny. And of course, he says the detailed properties reported the $2 million mansion at 113 Spring Creek Lane, purchased in March 2025. 209 Etherwood Court, purchased in July 2021 for $459 and transferred to his son Joaquin, and 208 Etherwood Court, purchased in September 2023 for $465,000 and transferred to his daughter Jasmine. And of course, this is the case that we have before us. The petition requested written confirmation that the Florida Attorney General's office had received a formal communication from Sowore regarding Wike in late September 2025. Looking at the story, I think it all started with Sowore. Sowore was the first person to file this petition to say that Wike bought some properties through fraudulent means in the United States. And of course, the UK court should look into this matter. And another guy here has filed another petition to say, I want to know the full details about these properties, that was bought, in name of the wife, not just, Wike, because according to him, Wike wanted to, stay hidden in the matter. So what do you make of the story, really, before we take comment?
The thing, I think this is not new, actually. Most politicians in Nigeria, they have one property in one country or the other, UK, the US, it's a routine. And we have seen some of them who also have investments out of the country. I think one of them is Atiku Abubakar, who has a lot of investment in Dubai, according to reports. And there are some other people like that who, whether it's their personal money or stolen funds, at least we know that they have different investments around the world. But one thing that I'm concerned about is the fact that recently it was Omoyele Sowore that said, look, Wike's wife is a judge in Nigeria, but also a citizen of another country. So as a dual citizen, you do not, according to Sowore, you do not have to be on the Nigerian bench as a judge. But, sometimes the Nigerian case is totally different from what you will see anywhere around the world. I think our own case is a peculiar case, and you really cannot say what exactly will happen. And oftentimes we bend the rules. What happens to him might not really happen to me. Just like, Dr. Kunle Okunola was saying on the big story earlier, that the Nigerian case is sometimes a peculiar case. But when the issue of corruption comes on in Nigeria, when allegations are made, we quickly forget about why it was actually, brought to the fore for people to address. And we also quickly forget the main issue. It's about, you bought a house in the year 2025. Though you are not, in the picture, your wife, your children, they have actually been the one at the forefront of this. But what do they do for a living? For them to have such an amount of money to purchase different structures. I think right about now they are talking about 3 different buildings, and the list is $465,000 US. I mean, these are questions that should be asked repeatedly. And the last time this accusation was made against Nyesom Wike, he claimed that, if you actually know my family, if you know my wife, I was rich before this, I was doing this before that. People will always say things. Same for Rotimi Amechi when he was asked on national television about how did you get all these monies. He said, if you know my wife is a businesswoman. I mean, these are things that an average Nigerian would not understand. But if you dig deeper, you would understand the fact that many politicians try to conceal their stolen funds under a different name. And this has always been, look at the case of former head of state, General Sani Abacha, till now. Nigeria still gets paycheck from banks around the world. So lawyers will come and say, look, there's also amount of money in so place. We'll help you get this money, but you are going to give us a certain percentage of the money. And this has been the case. So till now, Abacha still sends money to Nigeria. But
pocket money, that's
pocket
the way
money. That's he gives us pocket money every now and then. So if all these people are no longer here, will we still continue to get pocket money from them too? Should we leave our money in the Nigerian economy and let it flow, let it flourish, or take it to somewhere like Switzerland, the United Kingdom, the US, where it favors no Nigerian? I mean, why do you have to do all these kind of things when we know that a time will come that you will not even be here to address this issue?
Okay, I think you're very spot on. Let me take it from when, there were some rumors surrounding the fact that Wike, acquired some lands for his sons. And then on national TV, he was asked that question, and he said, do they not have the right to own lands? Are they Ghanaians?
That's right.
That was his response to that issue.
And he was right.
Definitely.
Actually.
So another time recently was asked the same question before this petition was filed, to say that, okay, Wike, we heard that, you bought some properties in the United States, with, government funds. And he said that, his in-laws bought those properties for his children. He also mentioned that his wife is, just like you said, is a U.S. citizen, and of course his children are U.S. citizens. And because of that, his in-laws bought the properties, not him. Now the case is in court, and then not like I would do in Nigeria. Yeah, don't forget this is the United States, because when you check the comment, you see that Nigerians are saying, okay, I just hope that this case will be followed through, to the best of the abilities of the people over there. So I feel like at this point in time, Wike will submit all the evidences that he has. If he has said on national TV that the properties was bought by his in-law, so it's time for him to defend the case now in court, because the matter will be taken to court now, because all of the details, this guy is asking for all the details surrounding the purchase of the properties. He said he wants to know how it was bought, whether through cash or maybe through transfer. He wants to know every detail. It's a serious issue now. People are saying, okay, it's because of the tussle that is between Sowore and Wike. Don't forget, let's take it back to when Sowore made a comment about the president to say that, okay, this criminal went to Brazil to say that Nigeria is free of corruption. Wike on that note came out to say that, why would someone that, regardless of what people say about Trump, that you cannot see Americans talk about Trump in any way. In such a way. And because of that, Wike now responded, and then Wike filed a petition, I said Wike, Sowore filed a petition on that note. So some managers are seeing it as, okay, this is a struggle, a fight between Wike and Sowore. So let's look at how this will play out. Let's take some comments.
I think Smartech says, imagine using public funds to buy your kids' mansion in Florida while Nigerian kids study under trees. That's not leadership, that's organized.
It's a big issue, honestly, and I just hope that this will stop, definitely. Another comment, please.
All right, I think Smartech also says the U.S. will protect their banking system. Nigerians must protect their democracy. Question is, do we have the courage to call these thieves out in real life or just on Twitter? I
think the matter has gone beyond Twitter now, because the case is in court now, and of course, a lot of evidence will come out on this matter. So I don't think it's about Twitter alone now.
It's
aside
becoming
from that,
more of a national issue.
Definitely.
Now, Oga Bashir says that when public servants become secret billionaires, this is what happens. Foreign forensics experts chasing Nigerian politicians abroad. Wike has questions to answer, not just in Port Harcourt, but now in Florida too.
Yeah, definitely. So just like I said, the case is no longer Nigeria alone. No matter how Wike's aid, because I read a story that, the brother of Fire, she came out to say that why will Larry Olayinka always defend, Wike?
It works with him.
It definitely does, but then he's trying to say that, he knows that, the case is in court, so he should allow the matter to be settled in court before trying to defend what is not right. That was what, he said, on the matter.
I think when the case is in court in Nigeria, the rule says you don't talk about it until it's done. But,
definitely.
This is Nigeria. There are peculiar cases.
And a lot of things are allowed on the matter.
A lot of things are allowed.
Okay.
All right. This will be the convenient time to draw the curtains on today's edition of Daybreak Live right here on Dominion Television. We'll say thank you for staying tuned, and we'll still have a lot to unpack for you on this dial today. So keep it locked on Dominion Television. Don't touch the dial. Samson Balogun is my name. Do remember that today is Monday, and of course there's plenty of time to succeed. Until tomorrow, same time, same station. Bye for now.
All right, thank you for being a part of the show. Just like I said, do well to join us same time tomorrow. And of course, we promise to bring you fresh stories. Today is Monday. Be intentional about your goals, and of course, take every step that will get you to that place you want to be. My name is Oluwayemi Adelakwa. I'm saying good morning.